Do you want to get the most out of your container garden? If you have limited time and or space, you can maximize your production with a container system. Container systems have added components that make gardening easier. This may be a self-watering component, fertilizer added only once during the season, a composting element, or a light element for inside use. Some of these container systems run hundreds of dollars, but it may provide benefits other than saving money on groceries, like food sustainability and organic produce, making it worth the investment. I'm Dr. Denise DeBusk, and in this video, I'll review some of the systems that I have used or have been recommended. Keep in mind that there are many systems out there that may serve the same purpose that is not covered. The first one I'm going to discuss is earth boxes. Earth boxes are designed with a self-watering feature that prevents over or underwatering. This helps conserve water and ensures your plants receive just the right amount of moisture. Earth boxes come with built-in reservoirs that hold water. There are directions for adding fertilizer only once during the season. This ensures a steady supply of essential elements for your plant's growth. Some systems have places for poles for a trellis as well as wheels to move them around. It also comes with a plastic mulch cover to hold in the moisture. While earth boxes have numerous benefits, it's essential to consider their downsides as well. Earth boxes can be more expensive upfront compared to traditional gardening methods. However, they offer long-term benefits that outweigh the initial cost. The next is a self-watering container that you can build for around $15. These are named Burkey buckets after Fred Burkey, a University of Florida extension agent that developed them who has now passed. I learned how to construct them from staff from that office when I was an extension agent. This is a single 5-gallon bucket that uses the bucket lid along with perforated drain pipe to create a reservoir in the bottom third of the bucket. Water is wicked up to the soil in the upper chamber. A hole is drilled into the side to know when it is filled. Although it is inexpensive to make, it does have a lot of tools needed. It is recommended to make them in bulk. I made 10 Burkey buckets this past season. You add a season's worth of fertilizer to the soil, so all you need to do is water it once it is almost empty. It provides even watering and happy plants. For these buckets, you do need to plant transplants, not seeds, because the fertilizer would burn the seeds. Out of all the systems I have, I get the best production out of this system, and it is ideal for those that don't have much time. I don't typically get pests on my plants because they're so happy and I get a lot of vegetables. I also incorporate some companion planting in adjacent buckets. Some disadvantages are that the buckets can degrade quickly in the sun and they are top heavy if they run out of water, so they fall over. I typically prop them against walls or put them in a stand that my brother built for me. I have a link in the self-watering container tutorial to a video with how to build this bucket stand. The stand also protects the buckets from the sun so they won't degrade as quickly. Here are 2 photos of my plants early in the season and later in the season. The plants shifted a bit because I had to move the stand due to repair on the wall in the background. I have detailed instructions in a tutorial video of when my family and I made these in supplemental materials. Here are some cool season crops that were grown in Burkey buckets. You can see how healthy this broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage is. Shifting to inside container systems, I want to share more about the AeroGarden. This is the one I have on my desk, although there are larger versions. One of the major advantages of using the AeroGarden is its ability to provide an optimal growing environment for vegetables and herbs. The built-in LED lights mimic natural sunlight, ensuring that your plants receive the right amount of light for photosynthesis. This means you can grow crops indoors all year round, regardless of the weather or the availability of outdoor space. Another benefit is the AeroGarden's hydroponics system, which allows plants to grow in a water-based nutrient solution instead of soil. This means plants grow faster and produce more since the plants can absorb nutrients more efficiently. Plus, it eliminates the hassle of dealing with pests and diseases. It's clean, efficient, and perfect for those who want to avoid the mess associated with traditional gardening. The watering system and lights are automatic, and the indicator lights start blinking when it needs more water or fertilizer. Some disadvantages is that since the light stays on for 15 hours, it can be an issue where you put it, so you don't want it by your bed. Some plants outgrow the height of the light. My light goes up to 12 inches and my basil and dill quickly outgrew that, although it was perfect for when I grew my lettuce in the summer. FYI, you can't grow lettuce in the summer here in Florida, so that was a huge bonus for me. For the plants that outgrew the system, I just planted them in containers outside. Removing the water that has the residual nutrients is important to do, or you get salt burn, and it is quite cumbersome to pour it out with plants in place, so I eventually bought the recommended device to remove the water. It is a bit costly for a small system, but hey, seeing plants grow while I work and being able to grow plants during times when I can't grow them outside is worth it. I also recently bought a special insert in order to grow seedlings, so that will be my next experiment with it. The Gardyn Tower is a container system that I haven't purchased, but it was on my watch list for a while. The Gardyn Tower is designed to maximize vertical space, making it perfect for small apartments, condos, or any place with limited space. It is very pricey, but it is the Uber system for those that don't have much outdoor space but want to grow a lot of vegetables. With its user-friendly interface that connects to your phone and automated features, the Gardyn Tower takes the guesswork out of gardening. It provides the optimal conditions for your plants, including the right amount of water, light, and nutrients. It is completely hydroponic with lights for growing indoors. It only takes up 2 square feet of space, so it is a perfect addition for a kitchen nook or dining room. While the Gardyn Tower offers numerous benefits, it does come with a high initial investment. The Gardyn Tower requires electricity to operate its lighting and automated features. This means that in the event of a power outage, your plants may be at risk. It is also limited in what can be grown, like it can't grow large vegetables. The Gardyn Tower 2 is an outside tower system that I recently acquired after a Black Friday sale, since it is a big investment. One of the top advantages of the Gardyn Tower 2 is its compact design. It maximizes vertical space, allowing you to grow up to 50 different plants in a small footprint. Due to the vertical design, the Gardyn Tower 2 may not be suitable for large plants or root vegetables that require substantial space to grow. However, it excels in accommodating smaller plants and herbs that thrive in compact environments. You can also buy a light set to make it an indoor system. The Gardyn Tower 2 incorporates a unique composting system that produces nutrient-rich soil right in the tower itself. By adding kitchen scraps, worms, and organic materials to the center column, you can create your own compost, providing your plants with all the nourishment they need to thrive. I've always wanted to try vermicomposting, and I wasn't disappointed. You can see how the inside looks in the first photo. The center canister has holes so that the worms can move throughout the soil. The bottom has a tray that holds liquid mixed with worm castings called worm tea. I use this as fertilizers for my plants. It often has baby worms in it that I add to my other gardens in my other compost pile. Once assembled, the Gardyn Tower 2 isn't the easiest to move around. Its sturdy construction makes it stable but hard to move. I purchased a caster set in order to add wheels since we have hurricanes around here. You can see the wheels in the photo of my tower. In summary, many container systems are more expensive, but you have to outweigh the benefits to the cost. If your goal is to reduce stress and have organic vegetables for your family, but you don't have the time, effort, and/or space to grow outside, then an investment into a container system may be a good choice. If you're willing to put in a little sweat into making your own system, then you can save on the cost, but still get the benefits.